This is a weird question, but
Mm-hmm.
when do you know when it's time to walk away from a power struggle?
Um, when you almost say the words, "Do you know who I am?"
Okay. Uh-huh.
I think when you find yourself wanting to redefine, it's like reestablish, like, I'm the producer, I'm the director. When you find yourself almost saying those words, you should walk away. And my philosophy has always been that you I don't internalize it, but I definitely look in the mirror and say, okay, you're in a situation where there's either confusion or that you're being challenged, and you have to look in the mirror and say, what is it that I'm doing that is not that is sort of not either giving the confidence or the correct direction for the team, or is it that, and what is it? I always look at myself first, and I found, like, if you work on what you're projecting, if you work on what you have sort of laid out to your team, then the power struggle just goes away, because ultimately those struggles are usually just caused by people who, want to improve something that they see is not working, or that you haven't given them a reason to have faith in you. You haven't given them enough of an example. I like to lead by examples.
So confidence. So it sounds like
Mm-hmm.
you're doing a gut check and you're saying, okay, look, someone's challenging me.
Mm-hmm.
Am I coming across as not confident?
Yep.
Is that where you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say
Interesting.
absolutely. And like I said, it's like, I feel like the worst thing that you could do to somebody is be like, you should respect me because I have this title, as opposed to being the leader that people will automatically look to if somebody wants an answer. And worked, some of my first jobs in features was working as a first AD, and I became the person that was always giving the answers. Like, as a first AD, you have to know everything that's going on at all times. So once you start to see that people are coming to you, they are coming to you for answers. If somebody wants to know what the next scene is or where to park their car, and they're coming to you all, to ask those questions, that shows a level of respect and trust. So I think when I was working as an AD, I started to establish that level of trust with crew members and with directors and with producers. It's, they don't just look at the call sheet and automatically respect you because you have a job title. They look at how your work ethic and what you're bringing every day. And when you're doing shows, you get a new set of people every 30 days, just about, it seems like. And the only structure that sort of keeps you all together is those traditionally defined roles, knowing what you're doing, and yeah, projecting that confidence, no doubt. And I always, at the end of the day, directing is very tough, because you have to know what every single person is doing. You have to know, what a grip is loading into his truck. You have to know, does the makeup artist have to go buy new foundation? What is involved if I ask for this wardrobe? You have to literally know how everyone else does their jobs in order to be able to communicate with them. And I think that also gives people a lot of confidence. When you know what they're going through, when you look at your wardrobe supervisor and say, look, I know if I have to change this wardrobe, what it's going to do to you, as opposed to just thinking, magically pull it out. People really respond well to that, and they'll work harder for you if you do that.